Hey everybody, it's Jim here, and today we're going to be talking about the current guitar market for both new and used, a lot of price increases across the board, which should come as absolutely no surprise to anybody at this point given the current conditions, and some opportunities to find a deal because believe me, there are still some out there. I'm going to start with some increases to the Gibson line. The Les Paul Classic was $19.99 just a few days ago. Anymore. $22.99 is the new going rate for a new one of those if you can find one in stock. Similarly, the standards went up from $24.99 to $26.99. After tax, you're looking at almost like $3,000 for a Les Paul standard.
I can't have it. I can't have it.
All the way up to the Murphy Labs and some of the things like that. I've seen price increases from $600 to a little bit higher depending on the model and the store that's selling them. This is just par for the course, guys. This is not a complaint. This is reality. We have to get used to these American-made guitar prices, new at least, going up substantially. However, these price increases aren't only for Gibson, Fender, PRS, Vox, basically anybody in the industry right now. They've been gradually increasing their prices on certain products, incrementally enough where you might not notice it at first, but all of a sudden you check back, you look at the whole catalog and you say, whoa, things seem a little bit more expensive. But that's just how things are going to go. However, there are some good things to know about. There are a lot of very, very good deals if you're not anal about, them being brand new. For example, the Gibson ES-335, there's one of those I was looking at. It is $32.75 for a figured one in a very, very rare aquamarine burst. Now that's a guitar that will appreciate in value, and when you compare it to the price of a new one in a standard color, not bad. I will leave the link down below. Maybe check that out. If I had the extra money lying around, it's something that I probably already would have purchased because I think that is a steal at that price. Other guitars that are really good to look at, used Japanese guitars right now are very low. And this is coming from somebody that sells them. I'm seeing a lot of kind of mispriced ones that are kind of far-fetched with shops that may or may not realize the level of quality from that specific instrument or how to distinguish models. However, for the people that do know, if you're looking on Reverb, and I always recommend, like I said, message somebody on Reverb, even if it's an independent seller, and see if you can work out a better deal off of Reverb because it will help you and them as well. But the prices, they're not that bad. This is a good time to get into one of those compared to even a few months ago. If you are in the market right now for an American guitar, especially a higher end one, if you see one like I mentioned, that ES-335 at a decent price point, I would push to kind of pull the trigger sooner than later. I just don't know how long that this kind of dip in the used market is going to, be sustainable, especially when given the price increases new that I've been telling you about. And we all know the track record with these big companies as far as the quality control goes. Nobody really, I don't know, I would much rather have something I know is good, that I know is in maybe not regularly made color or finish or with different specs. Those things always over time are the best way to go with things, and I think more people should be considering that when they do purchase their instruments, especially at that price point. You never want to take a bath on a very expensive guitar, and it's something I see happen quite a bit. And before I get going and leave you to the rest of your Saturday, I am going to plug my own shop for a little bit. I've lowered the price of that pink Stratocaster behind me, the traditional 60s, $1,200 flat. I've lowered the price of the Mustang MG73 in Fiesta Red to $1,300 flat. That is just, you're not going to beat that. You're just not. Rare guitars. The Edwards were coming in at $1,350. I'm just trying to move stuff out right now. We got a lot going on, and I have a few things that I have my eye on that don't have to do with guitars. So business might be changing a little bit temporarily. However, for right now, just trying to get out of what we got and move on forward. So if you're interested in any of those, I will leave the link down below. Other than that, leave a like if you enjoyed this little brief update. Leave a comment, let me know if this even surprises you when these companies are doing these price increases. To me, it's par for the course. I don't get annoyed anymore. I just know that's life. And subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you tomorrow. Believe it or not, we have another guitar comparison between the Les Paul and the PRS McCarty 594. Until then, take it easy, you guys.